Thank you for that introduction. All right. We are fresh back from Aruba, and a lot of us were anxious there to get back to work. It's funny because we're having such a blast, but we're like, man, we gotta get to work. Kind of crazy, huh? Elena Imodobi. I call her Imodobi.
Hi, Andy. Hello, everyone.
Is this your first trip that you've won with us?
It was because remember, I just came over last year. I did it in 6 months.
In 6 months, you won an all expense paid trip to Aruba. Bought your main man, Andre, with you?
Yes, I did. He's coming on this call shortly. He's on a call with a client.
Is he your number one producer in the country besides you?
At this time, yes.
Well, I try to coach him up a little bit yesterday so he continues to be your number one.
Awesome.
All right. So
you had us fired up on the beach, Andy.
So say again, what'd you say about the beach?
I said you had us fired up teaching us on the beach.
Well, I mean, it's funny because that's right. I remember now. We were sitting down there under one of them tiki huts and we're talking about driving depth and how to build this thing.
Yeah.
And you give me some aha looks. Okay. So in 6 months, you came on what month? When did you already have your?
I came on in April. I wrote my first policy May of 2020.
Okay. Did you already have your insurance license?
I did, yes. I had never sold life insurance before. I was sought after by another company and I got my license because of that. But I had never sold anything ever in my life until May of 2020.
What kind of job did you have? I remember it's kind of high tech or high level, level.
So
but what job?
The administrator for healthcare industry. I helped run many of Texas Health their clinics here in the DFW for about 8 years.
My guess is just like, hey, call them and tell them this will not work. We're going to have to do it this way, not that way. They know that don't work. And then put that stuff over there and make sure you don't forget where you put it. So when I need it, you can get it again. Is that kind of the job?
A little bit. It was about patient care, of course. I ran the HIM departments in for all the clinics. So all the coding.
So be nicer to your people with something you would say, like, come on, why you got to do like that in the house? Absolutely,
100%. We're talking about patient care, so yes.
Give them a people skill book. Here's your people skill book. Read this.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I was talking to a girl yesterday. I said, where'd you learn how to sell? Because she come out of the gate selling. And I said, where'd you learn how to sell? She said, watching y'all's videos and training. I said, no. You don't watch our videos and start selling like you selling. You learn how to sell before. She said, I've been doing home health care. And you have to connect real fast because the stuff you get ready to do to them people, woo!
That's right. It's the best customer service training you will ever get in your life. Healthcare.
She might be on here. I'm wondering if it's one of these ladies right here. Yes,
I'm
no,
here,
Aisha.
Andy.
Was that you?
That was me. Yep.
Tell her what you said. Yeah, I said, how'd you get your training, Aisha?
Well, I said I used to work in home health and stuff like that, and you have to learn how to connect with people because you end up doing some unspeakable things to people, really.
That's why I didn't go. That's why I didn't go into nursing. I don't even like to hold nobody's beer, much less something else.
Yeah. No kidding.
Hold my beer.
Definitely intense.
For you. I ain't holding nothing for you. Nothing connected to you. You set it over there somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. So Aisha, listen to this. April. She already got a license. Some other companies, she didn't like the way they had attitude. They had old mean. She said, "Screw this, I'm out." And she said, "If I want to do that, I'd kept a job." So she come over with us, and I met her. Did I meet you? Had you sold anything when I met you, Emma?
Yes, sir. Yep. When I met you in Diane's office, I had sold multiple applications by then. Yes.
Okay. I don't remember the office as much as I remember the restaurant when I called you out.
Yeah, we went to dinner that night, all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, I called you and I said, "Come on, let me talk to you about this bull stuff you spewing."
Yes, you did.
I was telling somebody about it the other day. I said, "They said you challenged her." I said, "Well, I was trying to straighten her out, to tell you the truth, but it didn't take too good."
I'm uncontrollable, Andy.
But that's why I tell my son-in-law, Brandon's on here. You got to find people that are kind of unchained a little bit. You from the corporate world, but you're a little bit unchained. You know what I mean? Yeah, they tried to beat you down, but I don't think they did it.
Absolutely.
So
that's one reason I left.
So May, you got started. May, what day was the first day you said you wrote the first app?
I think it was like May 11th or May 12th. It was the middle of the month.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you got bonus points for moving up. And you all expense paid trip to Aruba.
I did.
So, with the job you had, I'm sure you've traveled on trips like that. But what did you think about it as far as first class, transportation, food,
my
parties?
Top of the line. And that's what I've been telling everybody. Just when they, welcomed us even from the airport. They all had on their orange shirts with their lion signs. I said, okay. I love it. But from that very beginning all the way until we left out whenever we left out, it's everything top of the line. Every night we got a surprise gift on our beds in the hotel room that we knew nothing about, from gift cards to chocolates or whatever else, lotions. It was magnificent. The white party the first night, we had a dancing party the last night. It was magnificent, Andy. Thank you so much again.
Did Andre behave?
He did. He better.
Is he like Jane? He does better on all expense paid trips.
Yes, because then he gave me even more money.
Woo, 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 woo.
He did. He had a good time too.
Well, congratulations for coming on so quick and earning the trip. Those are the people we're looking for. I got some more on here, I think, that are going to do the same thing. I see Michelle Colin just jumped up in there. She riding down the road. She talking, texting, selling insurance. She multitasking. It was your first trip, Michelle, but I'm not sure when you started with us. I know you kept your job for, I don't know, a year or so, or maybe 2 years. You got to unmute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I finally unmuted. Hi guys. Thank you, Andy, for having me on the call today. So I got my license in October 2019, but I didn't do a thing with it until maybe like May or June of last year. So that was pretty cool. But I was doing it part-time. And so I hit the trip by the skin of my teeth. So I was so grateful to be there. It was such an awesome experience. People were writing me like, what are you doing? Why are you in Aruba? What is Cassie doing? Because, Cassie just got her license too. And they're like, something's going on. So that was really cool. Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah. So why you do know nothing for so long? Why you do that?
I was scared. I was, scared money don't make money, and I was not making money. That's just for sure. Because the world shut down last year, and I tried to do the phone sales. I'm better in person, I realized very quickly, and so I kind of shut down too, which was a mistake. So if everybody's listening on here, like if you're getting started, don't quit, keep going, because I had to start all over in May. But I picked right back up, which was really cool. And then I earned the trip to what was Thailand, but then it became Aruba, and I was excited too. So, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be Thailand, but they got the old COVID over there. So,
yeah. Hey.
So same thing going on this year, and same thing going on January 1. January 1, we're going to announce a new contest. There are some people on here that still could win a trip this year. Right now, we're planning on a cruise to Alaska, but they got kind of a shutdown thing going on there too. So we're not sure. We're a non-discriminatory company. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that to y'all, but yeah, that was kind of the conversation. We might ought to give them that conversation in Adobe and just mess them up here on the show. But we're non-discriminatory. We ain't against people that vaccinated. We think it's cool if you got a vax. We call it the Fauci ouchie, and we think you ought to get 2 if you want to. I don't care if you get 2. Make no difference to me. You say, what if I ain't got 2? Well, if you ain't got none, I don't care. We non-discriminatory. We don't care. You like them, don't like them. You got 2. Hey, if you got the flu shot, we'll take you. We don't care. You don't have the flu shot. We don't care. We flexible. We're looking for results. We're looking for Action Jackson. We're looking for somebody to put the pedal to the metal. Somebody put the premium in the bucket.
Yes.
That's how we are. We are judgmental when it comes to that. We'll be like, what the hell wrong with you? You don't sell nothing. What's wrong with you? That's a bit judgmental in case y'all. Anytime you take glass off looking like that, it's judgmental. So in ways, we're judgmental. And we're judgmental like you got to do this amount to win the trip, blow that. You're out. No discussion. But I'm close. Yeah, you close. That's different than being there. We got TikTok, November, whatever the day is, November something, 10th. Yep. You ain't got about a few days left. Quit taking so much time off. Smoking that Cooper or whatever y'all smoking in Aruba.
Oh God. And yeah, if I could say something, I was talking to Cassie, and I was at FedEx for like 6 years. And
what?
I was at FedEx for 6 years.
Federal Express?
Yeah. And on my 5th anniversary there, they gave me a juicer.
Ooh. Maybe that's what we should do. If you sell 125,000, we're going to give you a juicer.
Yeah, and I was like, how embarrassing, being there less than a year. We went an all expense paid trip, for 2 and with money in our pockets and gifts every night, and versus a juicer, not even a Ninja. It was some bootleg. It was just ridiculous. I mean, I'm just so happy to be out of there.
They probably bought it from their cousins. Had a little juicer company. I'll give him a little bit of extra.
Yep.
All right. Aisha, you listening to all this?
Yes, I am. I'm here. I'm listening.
Kind of crazy, huh? It's like I designed this whole show just for you, right? You ever been to Aruba?
I have not.
Have you traveled a little bit around the world?
I have. I've been to Jamaica and Puerto Rico, Mexico. But I'd love to go to
me and Jane just got back from Jamaica. We spent a week there right before we went to Aruba. First time we went. We're looking at, we've been to Alaska cruise. That's the contest this year. We don't know if we're going to be able to complete it, but we'll pivot. We could go to, there's this beautiful place. Anywhere, Cancun. There's several places that we've seen in Cancun, Punta Cana, Puerto Rico. There's several places that we can pivot to, just like we did to Aruba. And then January 1, we're looking at Ireland. Jane's supposed to go next month and check it out. I'm supposed to go, but I'm thinking about working. I've had several people volunteer to go in my spot, so I don't think it's going to be a problem filling it. It's just green. It's pretty, mountains, rocks, and stuff. And she'd do better. We'll see. Ireland, yes. Okay. So Aisha, tell us your coming out of the gate experience. Who hired you? Wait a minute. Let's do this. Colin, talk about who's upline from you and who's helping you. Let's give them credit. And same thing with you, Adobe. Let's go Colin first.
So I'm direct to Big Mike, so Hartley, and we have a lot of help in the Treasure Island office. So I get a lot of help from Brian, Steph, Riddle, tremendously. I've been under his coaching for a little bit now, which is awesome. And so it's really just the whole Tampa area for me.
So Andy Riddle's helped you a lot, and he's going to be in Tampa tonight. So Aisha, that's who helps her a lot. He'll be training in Tampa tonight, I'm pretty sure. Jason and Olga, are y'all going to be in Tampa tonight also?
Yeah, 100%. We're going to be in Tampa. We're going to rock it out.
Good deal. So there's another couple you'll get to meet, Aisha, and whoever else is going to be in Tampa. And I want to talk about Olga's story too. But same thing with you, Elena. Who's helping you and whose team you on?
Yeah, so I am direct to Miss Diane Lampy. I mean, she personally recruited me herself. So I've told her how lucky she is. But yes, Diane, and I praise God for Belle and Jake. They're always helping me and Stan. We have a great team. Mike Marisi, we have a great team of a lot of support. So yes, those are all the awesome people helping me on a regular basis.
Okay, so Aisha, tell us about you getting started. Who got you started, and where do you live, and what's happened out of the gate so far?
Well, I live in Florida in Davenport, not too far from Tampa, and Mike got me signed up and signed on, and I have Mike and Brandon in my corner. They are really great guys. They're a whole vibe, those two, and they're always helping and very supportive.
So Mike Hilla. Brandon Manley. I think Brandon's on here. He's driving down there. You see him driving. And Hilla's pretty new with us. He just moved down from Raleigh. I hear it's reported that he sold his car so he'd have enough money to move down here to the island on Treasure Island, and he works recruiting with Brandon. And so did you answer an electronic ad, or did they come across your name, Aisha? Do you know how that happened?
So, to my remembrance, I think it was actually my Facebook, because, Facebook listens to what we say. So all I see on my Facebook is life insurance companies and life insurance ads, to buy life insurance. So I came across one ad that Mike put out, and I responded, and here I am.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to get with Mike and see what kind of ad you answer, because I'm going to double down on the money we're spending on that, because we need more just like you. So were you licensed, or did you get your license? How long did that take?
It took me 2 weeks to get my license. I wasn't licensed. I was with another company, but I wasn't really feeling how they operate and their whole demeanor of things. So met with Mike, and he just kept reaching out to me, keeping communication open. And I got my license on the 25th of October. And I think I sold my first policy on the 8th of November.
Okay.
Sorry,
how many have you sold?
4 apps.
4 apps out the gate. Now, do you have another job on top of this, or is this what you're going to do full time? What's your plan?
I don't have another job. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I got my kiddos in the other room. They're still young, 4 and 1. But other than that, this is it.
Is a 4-year-old taking care of the 1-year-old?
No, their dad's out there with them, or they would be in here knocking on the door every second.
It's good. You got a man that can keep them quiet. That's impressive. My wife asked me to do something. You hear what I said about holding somebody's beer. I ain't real good at. Every once in a while, she'll let me take care of the dogs for about an hour and a half, but she calls and checks on that. So you got a good one. What does your husband do?
He's actually a truck driver. He works at night.
Short distance, short trips.
Yeah, he's home every day. Yep.
Okay. Good. So did you need to go to work? Bored? What's the deal?
I was working customer service from home, roadside assistance, and I was working, putting in 20 hours a week for this little bit of money, and I just want something more for my family, I guess.
Yeah. How much they pay you to do that roadside assistance thing?
I was at the roadside assistance to where I was teaching the agents. It was $14 an hour.
What do they do just starting out?
12.
12. And it'll bump you up $2 an hour.
Yeah.
Sound like Federal Express, Colin.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. And so have you met Brandon or Mike in person yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So you're going to meet also Big Mike that Colin mentioned. He'll be there tonight in Tampa.
Okay.
And Andy Riddle and Brandon Manley and Jason and Olga. And that's Jason Mathis. All right. So who else we got on here? Ebony and Devon. I'm not sure. It's the names that are popping up. Okay, Ebony, say hello and tell us how you connected to this crowd.
Hey, so I got connected through Sean through Facebook.
Okay, did he run an ad or y'all just know each other?
We was actually in the group because I was with another company and I was looking for something else and I made a post and, he sent me a message. He dropped in a DM and we connected from there and I came on board. I was liking what I was hearing.
He hit it over the head with a district manager, the old DM technique. These younger generation, they communicate funny.
Yeah.
And now you're in class?
No, I'm licensed. I got licensed early September.
Okay. Have you sold anything with us yet?
Not with you all. I just came over here with you guys last week.
Have you sold from anybody else yet and got paid? Another company?
Well, I have policies over there. When I came, that was just kind of pending. They was just sitting there for a while and still sitting there. So,
What carrier did you write with?
American National.
Oh, it ain't never gonna get issued.
Yeah, so they was pending. So I told Sean, I was like, well, they've been pending even before I got licensed. So
we call that fully underwritten. You know how to abbreviate that, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't even think it.
Okay. So I seen the issue and I was just looking around.
Fully underwritten. I had listened to this in Adobe. And so when you get an agent who's been around a little bit, first of all, they're going to try to tell you stuff. That's why I don't like them. Okay. Because they try to tell you stuff. Here's one of the dumb things they'll tell you. I like to serve the client. I like to get them fully underwritten so it's cheap as everything. I go, that ain't going to work. Because what happens is they're going to decline it. And that's not so bad. But they're going to ding, D-I-N-G. They're going to ding your clients. Who wants to get your client dinged? Raise your hand. Don't raise your hand, Ebony. You don't want your client dinged. You don't want your client dinged because that ding is going to be on there forever. You get simplified. Boom. We get them issued. Well, it costs more. Yeah, and it gets issued. See, our deal is to give them covered, not ding them. Mm-hmm. We're trying to cover them, not ding them. Okay? Now, if you want to come back, ding dong head, and write a fully underwritten, try to get them some more coverage cheaper on top of that, you can do it. They'll never do it because they're lazy. They ain't going to do it. But I tell them, just get it issued, baby. Let's get this thing rolling. Simplified issue. I started this 21 years ago, Ebony, and I told them people up in, we was dealing with these Canadians, commonly called foresters. I said, look, we ain't going to give them no shots. Americans don't like shots. That's what all the hubbubs have done on the social media. Nobody want no shots in America. Something's infected on me. Don't do it to me, Now, some of them, they'll do it because they have to or they feel good about it. But majority of Americans don't like to get a shot. They'd rather take a pill or pretend like it don't even. Matter of fact, Americans don't even want to go to the doctor. I ain't going to the doctor. You go in there and no cancer. You leave, you got cancer. That's the way Americans think. And another thing, in America, we like fried chicken. I'm going to tell you what, Bo, it ain't good for the blood pressure or the sugar. So we're going to need a simplified issue. Go through like greased lightning, like dose of croton oil. I don't know what that is. Mom always said it. Apparently it goes through good. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So those are my concerns that me and Sean talked about. So I transition.
Boone done told you that, huh?
Yep.
Was Boone entertaining as me when he was telling it?
Not as.
Let me tell y'all something.
I got the picture.
You got the picture. Be memorable or be forgotten. That's what I tell Boone. Be memorable, be forgotten. Got to get them to understand it. Okay, well, good. Well, welcome aboard. Let me explain to you, what kind of job have you had, Ebony?
A few. I'm working now, but before this, I was a licensed home care provider, and I did that for 10 years.
You done heard these licensed home provider people. You got a lot to live up to.
Child care provider.
That's even crazy.
So I had my business doing that for 10 years. That's and I've been out of it for 3 now.
All right, you ready to go to work, make some money?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. How about Devon? How you connected to us?
Hey, Andy. Okay. So I got direct hire through Ebony. So I'm under Boone and I met Tyler, both Brandons. I'll be in Tampa tonight. So I'm super excited. But yeah, Facebook through Ebony connected to me.
All right. Was she running an ad or just a friend of hers?
No, so we're in this like insurance group on Facebook, and I was venting about insurance, and she reached out to me. I was like, I can, have a conversation with you. And I spoke with her and Sean, and boom.
Where you live, Devon?
I'm in the Tampa Bay area too. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida.
All right. What kind of work have you been doing?
I have been licensed since 2020 August, and I've been doing Medicare, selling Medicare.
What did you do before that?
So I was with a brokerage called Quote Manage, and they kind of they were different, but yeah, I wrote for Quote Manage, and I was selling dual SNP policies during the off season. I was with another company, and I did an AEP and an OEP with them as well.
What kind of job have you had besides insurance, Devon?
I've been in the medical field for a long time. I started off years ago as a CNA, went to medical billing. I've kind of just been there. The medical field has had a grasp on me. So that's pretty much my niche.
All right. We want to show everybody how to grow 10X. Okay? 10 times bigger. Now, since you're just you need to be looking for 20 or 30 times bigger. Okay. But if you got 5, 6 people, show you how to go 10X. Okay. The biggest thing y'all got to understand about blocking in football is you got to be lower than the other guy. Lower. Okay. Now, when you're playing basketball, you want to keep a low center of gravity. When you're playing tennis, you want to get a low center of gravity. You want to be down where you can handle stuff. In insurance, it's the same thing. A lot of these people float around up here. They know everything. It's very confusing because they know everything. I got a couple buddies. They've been staggering in this business for years because they know everything. And then they try to tell everybody everything. And I guess they think I don't know everything. I know everything. You can ask my wife. I know everything. She says that sometimes. She says, you know everything. She has a different angle on the way she says it. I don't know what she means, but it sounds mean. I'm just kidding, kind of. Okay. You got to keep it simple and you got to speed up. Okay. There's 4 things you got to do when you're in the house. If you don't do them, Devon, you're going to lose. Like if you don't do these things, you're going to lose. Now, I have people, it's an agent, he's frustrated. And I find out he's not doing 4 things. I say, if he came to me frustrated, I said, I told you, you got to do these 4 God blessed things. We quizzed on it. We went around and round about it. I don't hear it. You see what I'm saying? People say, you don't talk like that to your people. Yeah, I do too. Don't let Jake. I'll be like, damn it. I told you this 32 times.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But if I didn't tell you, Adobe, you can't get mad at nobody. Like one of my friends said, if I kicked a man's ass that caused me the most problems, I wouldn't be able to sit down for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? If you tell them, you don't have to come back to it. Now, Jason, with Marnie, I would tell her again. I mean, now look at here. So that's the way I say it. You say it how you say it. I say, look at here. Let's go over these 4 things again. So there's 4 things, Ebony, you got to do. You got to get a check. You got to get a check or you got to call from the home. We got this joker, he can't close a dead gum door with a greased hinge. He is just not good at closing. And guess what else the fool won't do? He will not call from the dadgum home. Like, what is wrong with him? You booked the appointment, you got in the house, they were there, you can't get a check, call somebody. Punch him right in the gutless America. Hey, listen here, I'm trying to get in touch with a head underwriter. Is this Mr. Boone? Yeah, how you doing, Mr. Boone? I'm sitting here dealing with this family and got everything figured out, but trying to, they said, you got enough budget and I'm sure about this and trying to think about it, stuff like that. Mr. Boone, what say ye, Mr. Boone? Put him on speaker and let Boone sell him. You with me, Ebony? Or
I'm with you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Or you call Manley or Hilla and say, you gotta put on a little show there. You see what I'm saying? Don't say, I don't know what to do next. Let me call my upline. That ain't gonna work. Okay?
Okay.
1, get a check or call somebody, right? Number 2, this is when you're getting home. I done skip booking appointments. We can do booking appointments too, but let's talk about when you're getting home. Booking appointments, I say it's easy, but it is. You just got to find out what time they're going to be there. Quit trying to sell insurance. Just find out when they're going to be there. And then go over there. Okay? We can get into that, but that's a big deal. Number 2, you got to find the money. People say, see if they got any safe money. Find the money. They got the money there somewhere. So you're looking for signs. You look around, you see some Crown Royal over there. They got money. Look at the size of that television. They got HBO. They got money. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
You see them kids running around. They got some designer shoes or name brand. Got them Pumas on. Supreme. I done seen Supreme this week. Supreme. I get some of them Supremes on. You know they got some money. They worked at the airport for 20 years. They got money. They worked at a tobacco company 10 years. They got money. The name of the company where they work will tell you if they got money. You got to find the money. And then you got to be curious. You be like, that's a good company you work for. I hear the retirement's big. They got a 3% matching over there, don't they? Mm-hmm. You done got it saved up. I like the way you do. How much y'all got saved up in there? Huh. I'm gonna try to get me. You know how to get an application over there where they work selling insurance, getting on my nerves. You see what I'm saying? Find the money. Crown Royal, I like Crown. You want a shot? No, I'm working. Where'd you get that? You got a favorite liquor store around here? They got good prices over there. You probably ain't looking at prices, money you got. I set them up. Is this making sense, Ebony?
Yes.
I set them up. Start talking like, I tell you what, if any of y'all won't practice just talking, I'm going to give you my mama's phone number. You listen to her for about 35, 45 minutes, and you'll learn how to talk without taking a breath. You with me? When you do that, people drop their guard, and you find the money. What's some other tips to find money? Bill Krause.
Ask them what their previous career was. If they've changed jobs at some point, they've had, retirement money at another place. Just straight up ask them, what do you plan to do when you retire? It's all about questions.
What you going to do when you retire? You got to hit them like that. What you going to do when you retire? So what would they say that makes you think they got money, Bill?
I love it when they say, well, I don't think I need the insurance because I got my 401k. That's my favorite. Because then I know I'm going to sell them insurance and move their 401k.
We call that a twofer.
Right?
See, that's what a pitiful agent. I said they didn't want the insurance. They got a 401k. Like, who trained you? You funded their 401k, they got money. And we're going to sell them an insurance policy because they're smart. What's another way to find money, Olga? Did I leave out in? There's another way to find the money.
I ask how many years you have in the job. And when they tell me, oh, I'm going to work there for another 5 years, and I ask, do you have any 401k? And I always save it, so I know that soon they're going to retire.
I'll give you a tip. When you find the money, don't do this. That's not good.
Not good.
Stay calm. Act like you've been there before, even if it's your first time. Hey, what's the biggest check you ever picked up on one annuity deal, Belle?
$750,000.
Ooh. Tell these young ladies how much a commission check is approximately on $700,000 movement.
33 grand.
33 grand. I know. She is, Krause is, I'm not sure if she's number one in moving money in the company, but she's right up there at the top. Do you know, Belle, where you rank?
I think I am as far as quantity of dollars moved. Other people have more apps than I do, but I think I've moved more money. So just depends on what metric you're using. All I know is I'm getting paid.
Both of them matter. Okay, so number 2, find the money. If you out there selling 27 policies and ain't found some money, you are leaving out one of these, and you better hope it's this one. You see what I'm saying? Because if you left that one, it wouldn't look as pretty. You shouldn't leave out neither one of them. Peace. Y'all tracking on me? Peace. Number 1, get a check. Number 2, find the money. Number 3, you got to find other people to talk to. We call it referrals. We call it emergency response system, or ERS. We call it just ask. You got to go in there with a mindset. We're going to do 4 things. Get a check, find the money, get referrals, and number 3, we're going to try to recruit them. Their cousin, their neighbor, the mama, the daddy, the daughter, the nephew, the cousin, somebody getting ready to recruit it up in here. Make sense? All right, if you don't do those 4 things, if you don't do one of them, that's a 75. If you don't do them, it's 50. That's failure. Now listen, you got to become a 10 at each one of these. If you suck at one of them, you got to get better. Call somebody that's good and let's talk to them. And let's don't say something stupid like this fool we heard the other day. These leads suck. I said something sucks and it ain't the leads. But see, if you tell them all this before, Devon, you don't have to try to put the toothpaste back into the tube, put the spilled milk back in the bucket. That ain't going to work. You got to tell them up front, people, this is how you move faster. What if I don't want to recruit? You need to take a pill or something. Remediary education sends you back to, what you call it? Community college, something. Let me tell y'all something. You can go to Jamaica, Aruba, Ireland, go hang with the prez, go pick up your buddy, go to football games if you ain't got residual income. Now, one of my friends, he says, well, I work 3 days a week and I'm comfortable money. He better hope he don't get cancer. He better hope that he ain't disabilitated the rest of his life. Well, I got life insurance. Well, you better have a bunch of life insurance. A bunch. By the way, that ain't one of the 4 things that you got to do in a house, but every one of you need policies so you can slam them down on the table when you're buying policy. When you're selling policies, you need to go in there with an attitude. Okay? So have insurance policies on yourself. And I get it that you're going to have insurance policy if something happens to you, but it ain't nothing like residual growing income. So what if they don't want to build? I get them around somebody like me and say, what's wrong with you? You don't have money coming in without working? You want no money coming in without working? What? I don't want to babysit people. I don't either. That's why I tell them like I'm telling them. You see what I'm saying, Ebony? If you tell them like this, it ain't babysitting. If you go, oh, you're going to be great. You're going to be awesome. I love you. Then they come at you. Guess what? They no-showed me. What's wrong with this system? And you be like, I thought you was going to be great. You got to teach them. You got to get down and dirty with this basics. Now, this right here is called the activity book. I'm working with you. I'm going to show you this pretty quick. Probably give you one. They're $10, but I'll probably give you one, and you can buy one for your people. And it's got samples in it. And you keep up with simple things. The number of dials you make, how many people say hello, how many appointments you set, how many do you sit on, how much money did you get, how much referral, and then how much money did you find? And you keep up with that every dadgum day. Well, that sounds like a lot of work. You ever done home health care? We'll send you back out there and hold body parts again. You see what I'm saying? There's four things right there.
I was in a nursing home, so I know all about it.
Yeah. You want to go back, do you?
Oh, here, babe.
All right, look at that. See that sales dials, contacts, appointments, sits, apps. Know your numbers or pay the consequences. I see Andre done come up in there.
Hey, how are we?
Hey, brother, did you make a sale?
I did. I got 2, and then I got 2 appointments for IULs coming up next week.
That's good stuff, bro. When did you start selling, Andre?
March of this year.
Okay. How you doing on the contest for the all expense paid cruise and all that?
Last week I needed 13,000.
Yeah, man, you cutting the coast, but I think you're gonna make it. So now, Elena, you already won a trip, right?
I did.
And now your boyfriend wins a trip. Y'all take another. Y'all each pick somebody else. Let them go together. Mom and daddy, or one of your top agents. You got all kinds of options. Yeah. I like that. Andre, tell them what you thought about this crazy trip we just took to Aruba.
It was definitely crazy and fantastic. I enjoyed it, and I learned a lot. And it just gets you motivated being around other people who wants the same thing in life that you do.
Tell them what kind of work you used to do, Andre.
Surgical tech.
I still do it. You still do surgical tech on weekends, right?
Yes, sir.
What do? Do you say like pick up that knife and fork and stuff like that?
No, I had the knife and fork.
You hand it to him?
To the doctor.
Yep.
Hey, let me ask you something. I got a guy who wants a few $1 million. Y'all can invest in this company. They said a big deal is how many gauze and white gauze, how many you have at the beginning of the surgery. They say it's important at the end of the surgery, you have the same number of gauze. Is that true?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. They said that's a big deal in hospitals. And they have a trouble. Can they try to count them by marking on the walls and stupid stuff like that, like they trying to show the plan in insurance or something? You know what I mean?
Right.
So they got this camera stuff. It digitizes how many gauze and it counts them, and it keeps a count up on a big virtual screen. That sounds like they said that's big money. And then it'll pick up if you have 300 staples or 300 needles. It'll keep up with that. And so then when you come back and take them out, you can take out just as many as you put in.
That's true. You got to have that.
But what do you think about that? A camera that can pick up and keep all these statistics electronically, and you don't have people trying to look and remember and watch what they're doing and not drop something and keep count and got a magic marker and doctor screaming. What do you think about that technology? You think that's big?
I think that's big because if right now, if you have a miscount, then you have to bring in x-ray, which is another cost. And the patient spends more time under anesthesia, which is not healthy for them.
And they get annoyed too. They be like, "Would you leave that gauze up in there?" Or if you leave a screwdriver in there or something like that, it's even worse.
Right?
Or what do you call them? Clippers, snippers, whatever. Yep. Well, my guys are looking at it. We might go in. If y'all want to go in, you got to be something. You got to be qualified investor or something, whatever that means. I believe that means you got to already have a lot of money.
Right?
Jason and Olga probably qualify. Minimum investment is 25, Jason, but you got to qualify. You can't be a minor investor. You got to get big, crazy. He probably got so much money. Hey, Olga, tell them these girls getting started. Kind of tell them, you know, how you got started and what you used to do and your progression. How many trips y'all been on, you and Jason?
Oh my God, I'm fired up because I never thought that we are doing what we're doing right now. I used to work for American Airlines, throwing bags, no school, no college degree, and I thought it was the only thing that I can do. And then when I retired from American Airlines with my back, my knees, my shoulders, everything hurts. So, and I did that for 25 years in American Airlines, throwing bags. And now when I have the opportunity to be with the Alliance, my whole life changed. I mean, I struggled a lot the first year. I remember that I drove from Jacksonville to Miami every week for 9 months. And that is about 6 hours driving. But I was there every week because I want to get better. And in the first year, I made $3,000. But and then after I start to go to these rally points and get better and connect with the system and not try to reinvent the wheel, is when I start to get better and our life changed. Our first trip was to Greece and was amazing. And after the second year that I made the first trip, I never missed one trip ever.
What's been your favorite trip, Olga?
My favorite trip, all the trips are amazing, but I think being in Greece, and we went to Monaco and
Good.
Italy. That was amazing. I love that trip. But it's
Jason, what's been your favorite trip?
My favorite trip was the last trip, Aruba. I learned about these Danish pancakes they got over there in Aruba. It was awesome. I'll tell you, these Danish people have taken a pancake and made it's thicker than a crate, but not as big as a pancake. They've taken my pancake game to a whole new level. And we're doing a Danish pancake contest for our rally point in Fort Lauderdale. It's open up to the whole alliance nationwide. If you come to 4 rally points in a row, I'm going to make you a 15-inch Danish pancake.
That changes everything, Jason. That changes everything. You're getting traction in your business, bro, because you're crazy, and that's good. These people making some money, Ebony. Listen to this. They have made 172,000 overrides from their team. And then Glow Bonus is a different kind of override. They've made 86,000 on that. So what is that? 248,000 off of their team. That's more than 20,000 a month. And then Olga from selling has made another what? I pull it up. I'm guessing 70. I know it was 69,000 last time I saw it. $70-some thousand.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ain't like I can't pull it up. I tell you what, I don't want to talk about it. So what I would do when I'm working with a brand new person, Ebony, I would be pulling this stuff up and show them, how it works. Let's see if Olga's pops up. Yeah, here goes Olga's. Yeah, Olga's May. Okay, I can pull up this. See, brand new people not going to care too much about a CRM. It's a very good system. It's more better than you had at that other company. I guarantee you that. Matter of fact,
I was excited about the CRM when Sean mentioned it.
You say it again.
I was excited about the CRM. I need some organization. I need some help.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. But I can show you, like with the Olga, I'm pulling up her CRM and her money. Yeah, she's made almost $80,000 so far this year. On top of the 200 and some that they've made off of their organization. So it's a combination sort of a thing. Now, the crazy thing is you're going to get, I can't even show you how many no's, people that don't want to do it, like it's unlimited. a few people that want to do it, and that's how you get rich. People get so frustrated because they go like, I've talked to 8 people, nobody want to do it. Like, bro, I've talked to 10,000. I would talk to 8 people a day to find one that wants to do it. That's how you make the millions. It's like, I mean, people pay $5 for them scratch and sniff lottery tickets, and them things, I want $10. Just come on, man. Seriously. So same thing when you're talking to people. It's just, you just scratch, sniff, move on. You know what I mean? They got any sense? They want to do it, push back on them. All right, I'm going to pull up her CRM. It's crazy. You see how many people has a birthday today? She's got 69 birthdays coming up of people that she sold policies to. Now, Olga, I'm going to tell you what. That's massive money. Okay? If you're like, she's got 33 birthdays that just happened, 4 people's birthday today. You can sell insurance over the phone to those 4 people. Let me click on see one of them. Let's see what their age is. There we go. Errol Dyke. Errol is 63 years old on the dot. You know why it's on the dot? Because it's today. So today she turned 63. Call Errol. Listen here. She probably don't say listen here like I do. She got a different phrase she uses. She's from Colombia or something. How's that translate, Olga? When I say listen here, how you do it?
Hola, ¿cómo tú estás?
Yeah, that's what she says. So she calls him up. You happy birthday. Just want to let you know that your Mutual Omaha policy is looking good. Mutual's got $10,000 saved up. I hope you don't need it today on your birthday. But when you do need it, and you will need it because you're going to die, and that's the way we're going to get out of here. And so just want to see how the kids doing. How's the grandkids? You're going to sell some insurance. So, how's your friends? My mama, she's 84. Her biggest complaints, her friend keep dying on her. You tell them that story? My mama complained about that. And she go, yeah, I lost the first cut. How did I die? Cancer. Oh, let me tell you what we just got. We just got this new company. I can't believe a deal. It's called cancer policy. You get cancer, you get you $20,000. I'm going to get you signed up on that right now. I ain't taking no for an answer because you're my friend, and I just ain't letting that happen. That's what what's her name does? Number 1 in the country, Megan Wood. She call them up, selling policy. Ain't no discussion. I'm your friend. Now, if you're the insurance agent, you got to sell them something. But if you're friends, you make your friends get policies. Mm-hmm. By the way, y'all my friends, you need to double up on your insurance. You ain't got enough. I can just look at you and tell. Here's another one right here. Jeanette McMiller, 74 years old today. Monday, won $25,000 with Foresters. She's paying $1,500. It'll keep you policies on the books. You'll get more referrals. If we're talking money in the bank, Ebony. All right. So number of phone calls. You got to learn how to do that. So next, whenever you make, and here's another thing, Ebony. You can do what you want to do. It's your life. But if you tell me, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's do it like the vampires do it. You ask me to tell you how to make a lot of money because you need it, and then I'll do it.
Tell me how to make a lot of money.
All right, say it like you mean it. Because I don't.
Tell me how to make a lot of money.
Say it one more time. Tell me. We put my name in there.
Andy, tell me how to make a lot of money today.
Get ready to tell you, girl. We call this elbow grease. And right down below the elbow grease, we call this a dollar. Now, my finger's numb from dialing. Sometimes I have to do this. I'm doing this finger now, dialing, because this one tingles every time I touch it. You with me? It's an occupational hazard. Let me show you my phone. What you do is you go to this part. You got your phone with you? Or you ain't? Can you hold it up?
I got it.
All right. Go to like where you're going to dial somebody and go to this part right here. Right? You see that? Can you find that on your phone?
Yep.
Because if you can't find that on the phone, I know why you didn't make no money with the other companies either.
I got it.
Okay. Now let me show you something. Dial my number. You ready? Hold it up so we can see you dialing it. 336. I want to see how you dial it. Put it up where I can see you touching it.
Okay. You say 436?
336. Back it up.
336.
340. 3935.
Put no butt on.
Okay.
All right, hit it. See what happens. That's how you get a girl's phone number right there. See how I did that?
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm not going to pick up. I'm going to show you a trick. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hold that phone up. It's called a redial. Hit the green button. See what pops up.
Yeah,
that's my number. Now hit it again. All right. Now, that's called 2 dials. One regular dial and a redial, but it counts the same thing. Now, notice the first time you had to touch 10 numbers to make it ring. But the second time, you just touched it 2 times to make it ring. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be scared to do the 2 dial over and over again. That's chicken right there. Don't be a chicken. Chicken got mics. Might get rich, might get broke. You with me? Don't be a chicken. Huh? What?
I'm not a chicken.
Don't be a chicken. Don't be scared. I got a friend, he said he gets mad when I say this. I said, don't be afraid. He's like, my name is Fred. I said, well, don't be afraid. He says, why can't I be afraid? That's because you can't get nothing to do with being afraid.
That soaks up all that seasoning and make it salty.
Andre, we can hear you talking. You better quit talking about me.
Of course not. Nothing but the best.
All right. Evan, is this making sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I need for you to sit down at the phone and call those leads. And if you have to, get your cigarette and smoke it. If you have to drink some wine, if you have to put some toothpicks up in your eyes, I don't care what you got to do, but you got to sit down and dial.
Okay.
Put on. Now, a lot of people have a routine before they make phone calls. They put on Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. One of my friends, he puts on the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas. You got to do this thing. He starts screaming. The hip hop preacher. I don't know if you ever heard E.T., but he's cray cray.
Oh, E.T.
All right. Caroline, she's brand new. What kind of ritual do you have before you make phone calls? Do you listen to E.T. or Rocky or?
Everything all prepared. I don't have a specific song I listen to right away.
Well, you're going to have to see right now a problem you got. You're going to have a routine, something get you fired up. You can't just go in there and lose like, oh, let's play the football game. No, you got to come out to your music. That's one of my tips. Okay. Watch this.
I'll work on that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come back to you, but all right. Belle Krause, what's your routine?
So the song is by The Score. There's 2 of them. One of them is Born for This, and the other one's Fear. Sometimes Glory. I like that one too. So I kind of dance like it's crazy, and I like box in the air because I'm the baddest man there ever was when I get ready to dial. Ain't nobody can tell me no. Ain't nobody can shut me down because if they hang up on me, that's their loss. They're not the one getting help today, but the next one is. You cannot stop me when I sit down to dial because that is my world. I rule it. I'm in charge.
Woo! I mean, y'all think this has been worth the money you paid for this call already?
Yes.
We're gonna have to record this. We send this out to people. This thing's getting some money right here. Okay, now when I quit talking to you, I want you to try to post them up on the private Facebook, them songs, and say this is what I use for my routine before I get started. You with me?
Fight songs. I call my fight songs.
You fight. I call it fight. She calls it fight. Where are you from, girl?
Southeastern Kentucky.
Southeastern Kentucky. Gold mining territory. No,
Coal mines and moonshine.
Coal mines and moonshine. Colin, what's your routine?
I'll usually play High Hopes, Panic at the Disco. And then, I just tell everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody's going to book with me. Nobody's going to hang up. That's it. And then I just get to go.
Is it long? Is that just a little snippet of what you say? Or you just keep?
I love dialing. Everyone I talk to is going to answer. Everyone I talk to is going to book an appointment with me. Let's go. And I'll write it on a sticky, and then I slap the sticky on the glass in front of my desk.
I read something today. It said you gotta. I think it might have been my boy my boy I can't say it. Say what you just said again, Michelle. My mind went blank on it.
So I love dialing. Everyone I talk to answer.
Oh yeah, my boy. I think it had been the boy Coffee Bean. He said you can't just do it. You got to preach it, and you can't just preach it. You got to do it. The combination of preaching and doing makes you a badass. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying, Ebony? Have we went over anything you don't think you can handle so far?
Nope.
All right. Now, the attitude determines everything. So my attitude is I was going to get rich or die trying. Didn't care. Everything in between. Bloody nose. Get an arm cut off. Get embarrassed. People get mad. Cuss me out. Sue me. Call the cops. Albright gonna get rich. You with me? Some way, somehow, I gonna do it. Now, the toughest thing is sitting down there making them phone calls. So if I talk to you, Ebony, how you doing? You said, not so good. And I said, how many phone calls you make? Or I could say, how many phone calls you made? And then I can tell you how you feel. We can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is not to feel good. Your job is to make dials. After you make dials, you're going to feel good. Now, after the COVID, I celebrated by gaining 20 pounds. Okay? People say, well, you lost a lot with COVID. No, I didn't. I kept eating during COVID. It didn't faze me. I bet you couldn't taste it. But I knew what it tasted like. I didn't need to taste it. My job's to eat it. So I've been so I had to, and I went to Aruba. I said I ain't gonna study this in Aruba. I gained about 5 more there. Actually, I gained about 16. And I gained 5 more in Aruba. So I said, all right, when I come back, I'm gonna get my mind right. So let me tell you how I got my mind right. I guarantee you, I'll lose 20 pounds like this right here. I don't get no benefit of this thing. It's a thing called Noom. I think that's the name of it. This is expensive software for losing weight. And what you got to do, you got to read for 14 minutes every day. Okay. So they got all these tricks on there, like building your frustration tolerance, because you get frustrated because your scales won't move. You get frustrated. Here's what it says. It says, knowing that my belly and my booty are flopping when I run on the treadmill, that I might be turning purple when I pump iron, I will do it anyway. My core is weak in Pilates and yoga classes, and I need more breaks to make it through, but I'm going to do it anyway. We should get Brie Gold to put this in her song. The weight room bozos love to step in and tell me which exercises I should be doing instead of tying up their equipment. I'm going to do it anyway. Doing it anyway means I will be taking my daily Noom lessons to the group before I wait for the leader to open up a thread. That means you post crap on private Facebook before your leader does it. You with me? Because that's what they got here. It's like a private little message. All right, now, then you hit inspired and you go to the next one. All right. And they got all this stuff on here. Like, for example, they call it bundling. Like, I love to work. I don't like to exercise. So what I do is I put on my headset, I give me about 8 people that I need to call, and then I walk around this beautiful island. And I work the whole time. And sometimes it feels like I've been gone 2 minutes. And I put in yesterday, I put in, about yesterday. Yesterday, I put in 9,273 steps while I was on the phone working. That's bundling. Does that make sense? So, like, that's why I said if you have to smoke a cigarette, make phone calls, you bundle it. I like smoking cigarettes. We'll smoke a cigarette while you're making phone calls. But not you, Jason Mathis. I know you done quit smoking, so don't be smoking. He used to smoke cigars like a lunatic, but he quit. How long you been quit, Jason? 12 hours?
Well,
okay.
I chewed on them more than I smoked them, man, to be honest with you. But I even quit that. It's gone.
Oh, if you want to hit him on the head, I don't care. Okay. You tracking with me, Ebony?
I'm here.
Now, I have told people to pay for this weight loss, even though they're skinny, so they can learn how to make phone calls. You've got to read 15 minutes a day out of a book. What if I don't want to? No, you got to do it anyway. Just like the Noom said. Okay? Because what they'll do is they'll keep your mind right. All right?
Okay.
Today I done had 2 boiled eggs and 16 glasses of water. You gotta put it on. See how I got all them water things on there marked off? See, I got all them water things marked off. That's today, baby. Mm-hmm. Woo, 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 woo. I'll be back down. I was on my last loop in my belt. I was in Aruba. I looked down. I said, "Hold the line, hold the line, but no, we lose one more loop. We walk around doing like what's his name? That ain't gonna be no good. Walking around Aruba doing all that. I can't think of that guy's name. That's one of my daddy's best friends. That's the way he kept his pants up. All right, y'all listen to me. I'm telling y'all, we will explode if you will teach your people like this. You got to get down low in the dirt, Michelle, with them boys you got. You got to get down with them. Explain it to them. You can send them this, say, listen to this, or I'm going to kill you. Slow death. 40 cuts, paper cuts. I'm going to kill you, paper cuts. Something like that. You got to get them going. Okay, so you get your ritual, and then you bundle it. You do it anyway. You need to make, in an hour, you need to rank around a 40. Matter of fact, Boone, I'm talking to you too. Just come to think of it. You need to make around 35 phone calls in an hour. If you are not getting through 45 phone calls in an hour, you're piddling. Stop piddling. What do you mean by piddling? Don't smoke a cigarette and then come back. You make dials while you smoke a cigarette. Does that make sense? You could say, like, once I make 42 phone calls, then I'm going to smoke a cigarette. That's a reward system you could use. All these systems are in Noom. As a matter of fact, I told somebody we ought to write a get rich quick. It's where you had to click on it and do it. But really, that's what this book is. The same thing. This is like a cheap Noom. Noom's probably $60 a month or something. This is just $10 altogether. I don't know. Maybe that ain't that much. I don't know if anybody knows how much it costs. I put it on my credit card. All right. So you get your ritual and you get to make phone calls. And then when you get them on the phone, you don't hang up until you find out what time they're going to be there. And don't ask them questions you don't know the answer to. The only question you need to be asking that you don't know the answer to is what time they're going to be there. And you need to give them a multiple choice. Raise your hand if you're better with multiple choice than you are essay questions. You better with multiple choice? Everybody's better with multiple choice. Give your clients multiple choice, not essay questions. Okay? Now, the fastest thing you want to do is get in depth underneath people. So Boone hired Ebony. Ebony hired Devon. So Devon, have you told a boyfriend, girlfriend, mama friend, daddy friend, cousin, anybody about this business?
I have talked to a couple people, yes.
What'd they say?
Well, my spouse is supportive. And everyone is just like, oh, that's good. Like, it's kind of dry. They got a bit dry.
What does your spouse do?
He is a business owner.
What kind of business?
So he runs it's kind of like a game room, but it's like competition style. It's called Clash of Games.
A game room, is that what you said?
Yeah, like competition style though.
Is it one of them escape rooms?
No, not an escape room. No. Everyone's into different consoles, so it's based on that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Console. What's that mean?
Like Xbox, PlayStation 4, Nintendo, stuff like that.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Is he making any money doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he's coming with me tonight to Tampa, so.
He is.
He is.
All right. So here's what I do, Boone. If I'm having this conversation, I'll be like, now look here. What's your man's name?
Will.
Will. You mind if I call Will?
Sure.
All right. What's his number?
Okay, I don't know if I hurt y'all. Don't kill.
That's the only number I know in the world is my wife's and mine. I used to know about 1,000 of them. But I'll tell y'all a story. This guy sat down named Wes. He clicked off over 100 names and phone numbers. Now, this was years ago. I said, who do you know might want to do this thing? He said, you got a pen? I said, I got a pen. It's over 100 names with phone numbers. And off of that list, I got Fitzgerald, who's now one of the new partners. I mean, he was not on the list, but another preacher was on the list, and another preacher, and then another kid, and another kid, and then I got to Fitz off of that list. Just calling those names. I'm ready when you are.
901 412.
Hold on, I messed up. That sounds like 901 sounds like a Tennessee number, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right, 901
412 7136.
That tells y'all something right there. When I know an area code and know the area, it ain't my first dial. I about anywhere. What's his name again? What's
Will.
his name? What is
Will. Will.
Will?
Like Will Smith.
He look a little bit like Will Smith.
No.
Hello.
Hello, Will.
Hey, what's going on?
Andy Albright. I'm sitting here talking to your wife, Devon, and I got you on speakerphone. So you better say good things about her.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
Okay, you got a quick minute?
Yeah, I do.
My name's Andy. So did y'all live in Memphis for a little bit? It's 901 number.
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah.
But y'all live over here in Tampa now?
In the area.
In here, I live over here on St. Pete, down on the island, on Treasure Island.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like this area. Well, you coming to the meeting tonight and check out what she's got into?
Yeah, definitely. I told her I would. I felt with her. So the time you support it.
Well, we want to triangulate her. I'm going to get on one angle. Boone's going to get on another. That's this guy I work with. He's down in West Palm. And then you get on the other. You be like the inside guy to tell us what's going on. So if she's not successful, you can say, well, let me tell you why. See, what she's doing is she ain't reading them books like you told her to. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And then we play it cool, Boone. Then we get on a conference call and we just light her up, pretend like we don't even know. You see how tricky this is? What we have found out, Will, that every single person we've hired 100% successful unless they don't try.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if they quit, which is the same thing. 100% successful. It'll take practice. But if she will get out there and practice, get correction, take coaching, 100% successful, ain't no way in hello she won't make 100,000 next year. Like 100% guaranteed. I got a book called The 8 Steps that we're going to get to her tonight. Brandon, you'll make sure she gets it to her. Brandon, I'll give you the 8 steps. Matter of fact, give them both a copy if you got them. And everything in there a deadgum caveman could do. Everything. But if you don't try to do one of them, you're going to fail. Like reading 15 minutes a day. I was just telling them, I had COVID back in August. I gained about 20 pounds since then. My intention is to lose it by February 3rd or whatever. I signed up for this expensive software, and it teaches you how to do it. And as long as you follow it, listen to this. Listen to me, people. As long as you follow that zone, you're going to lose weight. And it teaches the head game. They call it the elephant. The elephant makes you eat. So you have to be the rider. You riding the elephant. Don't let the elephant ride you. You got to ride the elephant. And it's all about where it is in the head, the lobes. And it's teaching you how to fight it. And you get all mad because you read about 14 minutes. You're so mad you don't want to eat nothing. That's the way I am anyway. And it breaks it down like a game too. But anyway, so she tells me you in the game business, all kinds of different consoles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Y'all see how I use that word console?
Yeah.
My vocabulary is growing. So how do you make money doing that? Do people pay you to come in the store, or you do it online? How you make money doing that? Or is it proprietary information?
Actually, it's almost like an arcade. It is an arcade. It has arcade games in it, but it is console based as well. So the tournaments and stuff like that, people look forward to doing. So they come in to participate and stuff like that, test out new games that just came out. Then they may want to purchase and things like that. So it is a lot of different perks to it, but it's basically an arcade setting. So.
Are you kind of like one of them drug dealers that don't do the drugs, you just sell it? Are you into the games? Do you play the games, or are you just into making money with it?
I'm one of those guys that do it too.
I got you. I hear you.
Yeah, but I'm in on my own spot.
Well, I had to cut into your profits, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I've been told. I don't know. I've been told. Hey, well, look here. If she will treat this game like a game, and I do treat it like a game, I do the same thing with the weight loss. I obviously don't stick to it because, I ain't in a bodybuilding contest, But if she will stick to this program that we lay out, should be anybody be 100% successful. There's no way you can make less than six figures if you do what we say. And I'm glad that you're on board. This is my cell phone. If she starts acting up at home, or she ain't working, or whatever it is, you just send me a text. Albright, we need to talk. I'll text you my name. We'll get, tag team on the text, and you can communicate what's happening. And and here's another thing. You see how I act like I just thought of that, Devon? There's another thing. We are expanding the network, Will, because we got so many dadgum leads. We can't even get back to the people. And they got this new thing in America called Medicare. It's free health insurance when you turn 65. 10,000 people a day turning 65. And we can't even get to all the people. This one girl, buddy of mine, one of Colin's girlfriend, she got 39 appointments in the next 2 days. And listen to this. It's free to the client. And you get paid $500. And it's free. Now, you imagine picking up 39 of them things, getting $500. Woo! But we just can't get to these people because they're turning 65 so fast, we can't get to them. And that don't even count the life insurance leads. Mortgage protection, final expense, index universal. Like, it's a nightmare how much money we got to make. Everybody's got problems. So if you think of somebody else, like let's say a kid's in there said, I sure wish I could afford one of them Nintendo things. You'd be like, well, my wife's hiring. It's flexible hours. I don't know here's what you got to say though. I don't know if you could do it because it involves dealing with people. And all you do is on that little game all day. I don't know if you could do it or not.
Right.
But you got to hit him with that. I don't know if you could do it or not. And then you'd be like, Devon, I got one on the hook. And then you get a percentage off of what they do. So like, let's say they were picking up the checks and she was not. Well, on those, she make about $42 for every one they sell. So if they sell 10, she make 420.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Don't call it a pyramid. We get upset when you say that, but it's a hierarchy. It's an agency. It's an insurance agency. And then the people that she hires can hire people in Tennessee. So if y'all know some people back in Memphis, because I'm going to tell you what, the economy not the best there in Memphis, unless you play the daggum, what do you call that, flute, or what do you call it, jazz. If you, So if you think of somebody, you pass it on her tonight, take notes, pay attention, punch her. We like when we're doing speakers talking, we'd like to see you punch her. Say, see there? Give her a punch, make her. All right. Anything you worried about? You got questions for me, Will?
No, looking forward to seeing what's going on tonight.
All right, I got one more thing for you, and I'm going to hang up. January 20 through 23, we're going to have a massive, massive convention in the big city, the big, beautiful city of Burlington, North Carolina. And we're going to have singing and dancing and partying, and we're going to give away money. We're going to give away food, all kinds of stuff going to happen. The tickets really just negligible expense. She'll tell you, I can get all the details to her, but when she comes in January 20th, I'd love for you to come with her, because that's when you see the whole family from all over the United States of America. We'll be coming in from Miami, New York, Hawaii, Seattle, everywhere coming in. All right. Mississippi, everybody coming in. I want you to just mark that in your calendar. You ain't got to go if you don't want to go, but I want you to know right now, it's a big, 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 big deal. It's going to be a party like you in there. It'll change your life. Like I promise you, I'll shake hands with you. 100% change your life. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It'll change your life more if you bring a dozen people with you. And if you bring 50 people with you, it'll change it even more. It'll change your life. You say, what about theirs? What about you? You do you. You get 50 people, it'll change your life way better than if it's just you. If you change just you, it'll change. But you see how this works?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
All right, Will. Well, good chatting with you. I appreciate you picking up. That tells me you're a moneymaker because you picked up the phone. You didn't know who it was. That tells me something right there.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
We'll be in touch. So then I'll text him and say, this is Andy Albright. Hey, let's look at some winners and leaders. Tia, will you pull up the number so we can get some recognition? This is Andy Albright. Comment. Nice talking to you, Will. You see how quick and aggressive I am? I ain't tried to recruit him, but I'm 100% on it. You see what I'm saying, Boone? Like, you can't hesitate. You just got to go. We're three. You say, well, I don't count. We got to lock him in. And then he's looking for people, and Devon's look. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if you go to a person's house, talk all this junk, who they know, call them on the phone, quit piddling, we'll start getting 10 deep in 2 weeks. Well, somebody got to get them started. I'm getting her started while I'm getting deep. But I'm not floating around up here telling them how to do a triple index IUL with annuity on a sidecar times a 27 final expense. I'm just keeping it low and moving to the next person. If they want to get adopted and move up to the higher levels and become geniuses, we'll let them become geniuses. Right now, we're just got to get this thing moving, Bo. 4 basics, baby. Teach you 4 basics. Teach this right here, the keeping up with your numbers, and go under people, and then teach them how to make phone calls even when they're bored. All right, so I texted him back. All right, here we go. Megan Wood, while she was at Aruba, submitted 34 applications. While she was in Aruba, on the extension, with her children, with her mom and daddy. God. One morning, we're getting on a boat together, me and her and Elijah, whatever, I know his name. I think it's Elijah. We was getting on the boat, and she said, I made 4 policies before I got on the boat this morning, Andy. Good job. Paul Roberts got a boy. He put in 10,000, 2 big apps right there. And then Bel Air, 24 apps. He wasn't able to go on Aruba. He won a Aruba trip, but his wife was sick. And y'all pray for Bobby. She's dealing with a lot of stuff, but she was sick and they couldn't go. So he wrote $10,000 in premium. Now, see, what he's sitting here trying to figure out, he said, how did I stay here and write 24? And she went and wrote 34. She's efficient, Bo. She calls them birthdays. She reworks them. All right. Issue paid, Lenoris. This is a truck driver right here, by the way. Lenoris is a truck driver. I think he's in Memphis. He might be in Memphis, Tennessee. I know he's down that way somewhere, Memphis or Louisiana. One of them southern talking places, because Davies told me. Megan Wood issued 45 apps while she was in Aruba for $20,000. Juliana done come on strong, 1 big app. Look at that, 1 big app, $15,000. Martez, another one on Davies' team, is kicking butt. Sue Love, Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy was with us in Aruba. Sue Love has already won the new trip this year, and she'll be on the next trip with us. Chris Manifold, Kyle and Janina Wilson, we call him Prince. There's Bel Air again, 7,000. Hutchinson was in Aruba 10 days. He issued $7,000 while he's in Aruba. Mike and Brittany issued $7,000 while they were in Aruba. They were on a trip. Dylan C. Big week, Dylan. And Marisol out there in Reno, Nevada. Look at these numbers, people. Y'all see these numbers? In a week, issue paid. This is real. You can do it too. All right, annuity producers. This is big money. Oh, Stephen Bowery out there in Hawaii done found him a $350,000 annuity. Y'all don't know Stephen. I know Stephen. Nick Greco picked up a $325,000 annuity. I bet he's about to lose his mind up in him. Elena out there in Reno, Abel and Alma knocked out an annuity, and Lindar Cook done got a $100,000 one. Forrester's people, Joseph Dukes, $4,000, Paige, Dan Gelano, CVS, the pharmacy. Everybody knows CVS. Highest paid commission, final expense, highest paid renewals. These are the people that believe in it and wrote apps. Janina and Prince, Megan Wood, and Brandy G. Top recruiters. Y'all looking at them right there on the show. Jason and Olga, 6. Stephen and Holly Davies, 5. Alex Avian put in 3. Yen Liffer. How you say that name, Jason Mathis? Yen Liffer?
Jennifer.
Yennefer. Oh, it's like Jennifer, but with a Y. Yennefer.
Yeah.
Yennefer. Ryan on Junior's team. Courtney Long. Listen to this. If y'all are saying that ain't Courtney Long, you're wrong. That's Courtney Long. Put in 2 this week. That's right. She was meeting last night, too, with Riddle. She got it going on, baby. Play that music, Courtney. Brandon Manley. Make me proud right there. They'll put in 2. Linda Goebel put in 2. Riddle put in 2. And Fitzgerald put in 1. Woo! Recruiting's going through the roof. All right. Next, we're giving away $100,000 worth of leads. Let me ask y'all something. If we changed it to cash, would that make more difference to y'all? Because I can do cash about good as I can do anything else. Raise your hand if you'd rather have cash than leads. Raise your hand. All right. Just tell Chris Hill. Say, look. Just tell Chris Hill. I'd rather have cash. Right now, Martez Washington has a good chance of winning $10,000 by growing her hierarchy. I say her. I ain't even sure. And Martez, I mess up something. All right. Mike and Kerry Williams, Patrick Connors, these are people that are growing like crazy. You see those percentages? 100%, 49% growth, smoking. What's next, Tia? 75,000 top 50 producers. That was hierarchies. You saw this is top producers. 75,000 of cash or leads, whatever you want. We can make it happen. We got the money. We got the honey. We got the leads. All right. Hutchinson. All right. Next. All these are on the arc, by the way. Forrester's giving away $100,000 worth of leads or cash. I like it. Rianne Clough. Rianne. Is that Ryan? I messed that up. I was messing with her like crazy in Aruba. I was calling her Margaret. I think it's Ryan. Ryan. Hold on. Yves Monet is fired up out of his mind. That's the way you pronounce that. Yves. There's Caroline right there. Jason, 14,000. Put that down for a minute. Let's talk to this girl. She done wrote 14,000 issue paid. Pull that down. Let me get her. Carolyn, what the heck, girl? Unmute your phone, buddy.
I'm just out there working it. I just did.
What did you do? Was it 14? How much was it? 14,000 issue paid? What did you do? Was it 14? How much was it? 14,000? How much was it? I'm looking for it. I'm going to pull it back up while you tell me. Tell me what you're doing, girl. I'm going to pull it back up while you tell me. Tell me what you're doing, girl. Hey, this sound getting some feedback. Are y'all getting the same feedback?
Running like crazy.
Hey, this sound getting feedback. Are y'all getting the same feedback? What?
Yes, we are.
Mute yours for a second, Carolyn. What?
Just be all right.
Mute yours for a second, Carol. Okay, we're getting the feedback now. All right, you go. You unmute and talk, and I'll keep my mouth shut. Carol, wait a minute. Let me see. What did you do? How much did you issue pay? You tell them about it, how much you issued, how you got started, and stuff like that. No, don't tell them how you got started. Don't say that. But talk to them, Carolyn. No, don't tell them how you got started. Don't say that. But talk to them, Carolyn.
I am a part of Jerry and Cassie Burbage's team, and I'm so thankful for that. I've been doing this a little over 7 months, and I have just been running like crazy. I've had some, even when life happens in my life, I've just recently had lost my dad a couple months ago, along with my grandmother. And I've just been trying to get back into the groove, and I'm running from early morning until late at night. And Foresters, I've got some goals right now. I want to be at least in the top 10 with Foresters. I want to get some of your money, Andy. So I'm really fired up. I'm looking forward to it. I've been putting in, a lot of hard work and some dedication, and I'll take it. Mail it to me. I'll take it all. I've reached out to my upline too, Jerry and Cassie. I can't thank them enough for being there for me. Even when I am in a home, like you were talking about, reaching out to your senior underwriter, when you need help, and just trying not to leave anything on the table in the home.
What kind of job did you have before this? What kind of job did you have before this? What'd you do?
I actually was a hairdresser.
What kind of job did you have before this? What'd you do?
I'm originally a hairdresser. I was done cosmetology for 27 years. And I still do it on the side.
Most money you've had deposited in 1 week with us. Most money you had deposited in 1 week with us.
I don't even know. I get in shock when Jerry texts me and lets me know what my production and stuff is, because I've really not been paying too much attention to it, because I'm just busy running appointments and getting in what I can get in.
Right. I have you down as 13,000 deposited in your checking account. Down as 13,000 since October 1. Since October 1.
That's cool. I'm fired up. I still want your money.
You better pack a lunch. All right, mute your phone. We got somehow it's causing a lot of feedback, but thank you. All right, mute your phone. We got somehow it's causing a lot. Jerry said the biggest week you've had is 6,200. 6,200. He said that's your biggest week. 13,000. So what happens, guys? She's just getting started. She's moving up, and them deposits are coming. Okay, that can be you, Ebony, but you got to be willing to get beat up, go in these stinky houses. There come cats all over the place. I'm not talking about Adam cats and Emily cats and Sarah cats and Beth cats and Andrew cats. I'm talking about kitty cats. It's stinky. If you like kitty cats, no offense to you, but if you got about 13 of them in a house, about 1,000 square foot, this stuff stinks. Especially if you let them use them sandboxes. Now, Colin over there, she's allergic to them. If she comes back to the office and looks like she has some of them injections and stuff on her eyes, you know she's been in the house with cats. But I love a kitty cat. And the lips go like that. I love kitty cats. You got You think you're on that Christmas show with that guy, Christmas with the Peoples, when he's trying to eat the food for him. All right, y'all get back with me. Work with me. Ebony, have you learned something?
Yes, I'm learning a lot. I'm taking notes.
What are you taking away? What's the kind of the most like, oh my God, like, oh my God. Anything like that?
Do the dials.
Do the dials.
And book the appointment. So the main thing is the dials to get to the money.
Right. That's where people like when you do that 75 hard challenge, you take a selfie at the end of the day, every day. That's what people miss. You know what people miss with this? Dialing. They're like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do and it ain't working. You making phone calls? Oh, shoot. I knew it was something I was going to get around to. We get around to it for you if you need one. A little wooden round to it. Here's your round to it. So you can get around to it. You get that, like, you got to have a discipline. Like, we make phone calls on Mondays for Tuesday and Wednesdays and Thursdays for Friday and Saturday. So on Mondays, you got to get the Rocky music going or the free music, Glory or whatever. You got to get all that stuff going. Emma W., do you have a routine yet? What you do before you make phone calls?
I do. You want to see what it is?
I don't know. I think I do.
Okay, here you go. I do exercises.
Do you really?
I do.
Are you talking in your head? Are you talking out loud? Are you talking in your head?
Well, I do my daily affirmations in the morning. And then, yes, right before my dials, literally, I'm hyping myself up. I do about 15 minutes of a good sweat. I'm even breathing hard. And I'm like, hey, Miss Smith.
I think this is a secret we've uncovered because, like, people just don't know that we have routines that we go through.
Yeah, we have to.
All right. So if you take new people and then they don't do it after all this, then, you just got a dud. You got wet wood.
Mm-hmm.
You said, don't be mad at them. You just know now. You done told them, how you got to get on the phone and make phone calls and book appointments. Brandon Manley, you fired up? You going to light them up in Tampa tonight?
Yes, sir.
Where are you at now? You still in Atlanta? Or are you driving to Tampa? What are you doing?
I'm driving to Tampa. I had to stop for gas real quick.
Where are you at?
I don't know. I just follow the GPS. Tells me where to go.
Look out the window and see
keep
where you
driving.
Are. Can you see a gas station from there? What's the name of it?
Yeah, I'm at it. It's the Exxon.
Let me tell y'all something.
Somewhere in Florida.
If he can drive from Atlanta to Tampa today, you can damn sure drive 15 minutes or 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I live a long ways away. He's Brandon. How many hours you got to drive to get there, Brandon?
7.5.
He got to drive 7.5 to get there, and you whining about an hour and a half. What's wrong with you?
True.
Oh my God! How far are y'all from home, Mathis?
About 4 hours.
Yeah, they 4 hours from home. You can drive an hour and a half. So when you call your friends up and they say it's 2 hours, I say this fool's driving 7.5 hours. Don't be whining about 2 hours. Start now and get there before the traffic. All right. I'm going to Leventovich. When you come back on here, I want you to talk about where you're traveling to. Y'all want to pull up Leventovich's money? You want to hear some yo money? Well, got some money. I'm going to tell you what. I tell you what, when you type in Leventovich, so you don't have to worry about 97 different names coming up. It's just one or two, Lewantovich. Where are you traveling to, Lewantovich?
Hey, Andy, we got Noel is going to be in Albuquerque on Monday. And I think I got to get it mixed up, but I think it's Salt Lake on Tuesday, Phoenix on Wednesday, and Denver on Thursday of next week. She's traveling with Joseph Dukes. We got Bruce Burke traveling with him, I think, in 3 of those 4 cities. And we should have, make sure we put them up on the Facebook chat, but I know that they're all posted on the ARC under the November meetings with links and details there. They've got dial sessions on some of the days, and then leading to training sessions, leading into an opportunity meeting. So a lot of good stuff going on there.
Is your checks deposited in Noel's name?
It is. That is correct. She gets all the money. I'm just like eye candy. Somebody's got to look good.
I understand that. I resemble that remark. There it is, Noel Leventovich. It'll take a minute to generate this kind of numbers right here, people. Oh, shit. I'm overtime. I'm sorry. I just made me some triple money. Hold on. If I give you this number, then we'll shut up. But see how I take an hour and a half and I hammer the basics. And I say, you know, if you can't do it, don't be a chicken. I try to get them to remember stuff. Now, the other thing I want to tell you, Ebony, you need to call everybody you know. Don't depend on Facebook. Get on the telehopper on your phone. Call your best friend, and there's four things. There's four things you want to say: insurance, leads, help, and then mention Brandon or Boone or me. Hey, I got this football player down in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. I got this crazy dude lives over in Treasure Island. You with me? All right, listen to this. Look at here. I don't know if you can see it. The light, right? $73,000 in the last 5 weeks. Deposited. Boom. And Mike Leventovich's money. You with me? That's smoking. You ain't rich, but you ain't broke either. You pay for your kids' college education with no problem. All right.
Right.
Oh, four things. Insurance, cha-ching. Insurance, help, leads, and mention your upline. And the other thing you want to say to them, like if you're calling somebody you know, you say the reason for the call, Margaret. The reason for the call, Bernie. You got to get good at it. Yeah. Oh, the reason for the call, Bernie. I'm doing this insurance thing with this guy down there in Miami, play football with the NC State Wolfpack. He's a cornerback or something like that. And we got a bunch of leads. It's insane. We just thought we need some help and thought about you. What do you think? And they're going to say, hell yeah. I was praying for something. My boss done sexually harassing me all the time. Ain't give me a raise in 3 years. Neither one. It'd be different if he's giving me a raise. It'd all be different. But it's a terrible situation. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have no windows in my office. Jesus is going to bring me something and you call me. That's what they're going to say. Or they're going to say, hell no, I'm coming on a pyramid mess. You bet, no. This is legit. This is legit this time. I know I've been on crazy things. You see how I'm saying it? The reason for the call, Margaret, been working this insurance thing with this boy over down there in North Carolina. He lives over there, and I believe he lives in Treasure Island now. Yeah, and we got a bunch of leads. That's direct mail leads, telemarketing leads, internet leads, and we need some help. What thought about you, Margaret? What do you think? What say ye? What say ye, Margaret? Margaret say like, tell me more. You go, oh hell, that's what I like to do. Let me talk. Let me tell you more. Get a pen out. I got these leads. These people that want to buy what we're doing. This guy from North Carolina. Crazy redneck. He crazy. You'll like him. Kind of reminds me of you in a lot of ways. Number 3. It's in the insurance world. You know there's money. You look outside, you see that big building, that's an insurance building. Every time big building, it's always insurance. That's why I know it's insurance. Number 4, we need some help. So anyway, that's a whole lot more. I don't know if you want to know more than that, because if you want to know more than that, I can tell you more. I think both of them went to NC State. As a matter of fact, all 3 of them went to NC State. Anything else you need to know? Well, yeah, I think I might, be interested in that. Or they might say, no. I say, what about your wife? What about your daddy? Anybody might want to do it? No? All right, well, look here. I need to review your insurance. Y'all going to be at home tomorrow at 6? I'll be there at 6. You see how I'm just boom, 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 boom. Makes sense? Hang up your phone, call somebody else. Hey, listen, Tony, how you doing? Well, I've been through a divorce. One of my kids ran away from home. Well, good. That's all interesting. But the reason for the call, working with this insurance company, got a bunch of leads and everything. And I thought about you. And then, everything you're going through might be a perfect time. Working with this old crazy boy that plays football, plays cornerback for NC State. He's always going to play in the NFL. Matter of fact, he tried out at the combine. But I don't think he got a check or nothing. But anyway, he's killing it with insurance. And I thought about you. You see how I do that? Ebony, can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Don't be scared. Call everybody you know. I got started with this company and I hate it. You be like, well, I love this company. I did the same thing. I hated the first company, but I love this. That Boone, he helped me a lot. Got us on a Zoom call, talking all kind of crazy mess. Oh, yeah. What are you doing right now? I'll get you signed up. That's the way it works. It's just like free lottery tickets. 31 years, actually 31 years ago, I started doing this with Amway, and I got all these people in. We weren't making no money, but we was having fun. And then we got the insurance. I got a whole bunch more people in, and all my people I trained how to do this in Amway. Then they did it over here. Same thing. Just had to get an insurance license. That's a pain in the butt. Thought I was going to die from boredom. Other than that, But you see how when they say, tell me more, you don't tell them no more. You just keep talking like my mama talks. Yeah, I think Boone met Albright on the sideline. I'm not sure what game it is. It might have been a Wake Forest. It might have been Tar Heels. I don't know. He's on the sideline. I think it was about on the 40-yard line. Stuff that don't even matter. That's what my mom will be like. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I started getting me some eggs, but then I was like, I don't want none. I just got me a biscuit. I'd be like, Mama, seriously? But you see how I'm doing it? That's the way you got to do it. Can you do this, Devon? Ava, come here.
Absolutely. And I plan to.
Come here. I want to introduce y'all something. You going to do it? Hey,
yep, put me in the game, coach.
This is Ava. This is Haley's little doggy. This is Reba. Come here, Reba. Give me a kiss. Come here. Come here, Haley. Y'all met Haley? This is Brandon's wife. Brandon's driving. That's his wife.
Hey.
I'm a little girl.
Hey, Haley.
Hey.
Overtime. I got to go. I love y'all. Hope this helped. Let's make sure we get this link out. And love y'all. Let's go kill this thing. Let's 10X.
Thank you.
Bye. 10X, baby. Call somebody.
Bye, y'all.
Thank y'all for being on. Appreciate it so much.
All right.
OT, baby. Somebody send me some OT checks.